it was still a China sport. On Sunday, like I always say, if I told everybody that you are going to be a problem, and I guess I was right. The way she talks, you see, there is that the voice of the innocent. There's that innocence coming out of her. And then sometimes you underrate her, and she goes over there. The one that is talking quietly. But the one that is behind you is like our own tigers, the tigers and the tigress. She just rules on the court and blow you away. She blew Serena away. I wasn't too happy anyway. I know, we still like Osaka. She's the next one. It will take us some time for us to now start transiting from Serena to Naomi. But then I looked at it, and also being a Nigerian, sometimes we talk about all these foreign. They are foreign, even if we tend to identify with them. But where is our own? There was just one Nigerian who was there. I think he played against Nadal. I think I would imagine, Moore, but he's representing the United States. Michael Moore, his father is Nigerian, as I can tell you. I think Moore should be somewhere at Delta or so. That is in maybe the Kwani region. But that is how far we can go. You look at it. Maybe what I will do by next week, the team will look at, not I, but with the team here, we'll try and see if we can look at maybe in the top 100, in the top 200, how many Nigerians or Nigerian players of Nigerian origin or descent are right there. And let's see why we can't build this court, why we can't put courts here in the schools. At the Lord Rumens of this world, Ogbe hard court. Individuals tried to get this thing done. There used to be when the best players in the world used to converge, the best young players in the world used to converge in Nigeria. Of course, then the Naira had value. It wasn't what it is now, so we were able to bring in them. The Naira was more valuable than the US dollar, almost at par with the British pound. And then when they come in, if you give out 1,000 pounds, you're giving out 1,000 Naira. But right now, if you press your calculator, sometimes you get error. By the time it's getting to $50,000. So you understand? So those are the things, but that does not mean that we cannot. We have all the materials to build tennis courts in Nigeria. You don't need to import. So for goodness sake, why do we do that? Well, the companies are having it difficult, of course, because of the COVID-19 and other things, but we can still approach them to put these things. I remember one of the teams that I think, is it the Ogun State or the Osun State team that came second or third in the China Kids Cup. And, they asked for a court. They asked for a court, and that is what the money, the prize money they got from being among the top three, they used it and then put it in their school. And I expect that to start going on. The local government also budget. You're saying, look, 5% of your budget it for sport, and see in the 3 years you're going to be there to see what you can leave behind. This is not rocket science. You're not just building about like what Theo just said there. We're not just talking about the mind. You understand? You're talking about the body that will carry the mind. You build the head, and then you build the body, and that is the thing. Jimmy's in the house. Jimmy, you're welcome to the show.
Yeah, Ken, never a pleasure to be here.
Yeah.
When we talk about the likes of Naomi Osaka, the likes of Djokovic, it's just because we need to have a way to replicate the successes of these ones, domesticate it, then make sure it gets working for us.
Exactly.
So nice to see Naomi do the needful, especially when it hurts one or two or a large contingent of people, because I know how many people were hurt when Serena actually did lose.
Because he said he needs to transition.
I don't understand why you need to transition.
It is my transition.
Is it your transition?
Jimmy, I am the one. It is my transition. I'm the one transiting.
Some of us have transited easily.
Yes. When they beat Sharapova, I know how you feel. And it was Serena that was beating your Sharapova on and on.
Well. But you see what Naomi has been able to do. I mean, winning on, well, you could say hard court, winning on the US Open hard court, also on the AO, the persecution surface and all that. I think, yes, if she's able to get her stride on, then she'll be able to contend for the clay and also on the grass, because she's not been able to go so far on those two surfaces. But, I mean, you look at what she's been able to do. Yeah. The way she's carried her personality, from being shy, from being someone that self-implodes, to becoming a champion, to becoming an advocate for the people, for good causes. So we need to find a way to get people to understand that it is never over, even when it seems to be tough. Because
at the point she changed her coach.
She changed her coach. Sergeant Bashan.
Yes, and people say,
what are you doing? Because personally, I felt it was a wrong move. But that's how it is. Most times we feel this is a wrong move, but somehow it comes to work. So we just give it to her.
We give it to her, but it is what is inbuilt. It is what she is.
Exactly.
That is coming out. Okay, let's come back home. Like we said, two or three things. We need to talk about the Kogi teams. We don't know what is happening. The good news is that the Kogi teams are still alive because Kogi United played yesterday. They played 0-0 with Malumfashi FC, I tell you. So we'll give you the result of the NNL. The NNL is back. Insurance also won yesterday. And yes, there were 2 away wins. Ibom Stars won they went to Anambra one. And I tell you, absurd Shooting Stars won at the way. Shooting Stars won at the way. And then, that is okay. Those are the NNL results.
Kogi United said a goalless draw with Malumfashi FC.
Yeah, some of the results anyway.
Some of the results, yeah.
That is Calabar Rovers played Dynamite Boys. And Giant Brillas, they have run Anambra, somewhere in Anambra. And 3SC went there and picked that. And
Godoski FC.
Godoski is one in Anambra. Yeah, that Ibom Stars went there. Ibom went there and won. So you also have a Shekarau FC.
One draw with Yobe Stars. And Osun United.
And Newe United.
Playing 1-1.
That is another team in Newe. The same way we have a FC Ifeanyiba. So we have FC Ifeanyiba, you have Newe. So that will be a derby. I wonder when they play, maybe the FA Cup, I would like to watch it.
Oh, yeah, okay, the FA Cup, true.
I would like to watch that. So Kogi is there. Kogi is alive and kicking. So probably, but we'll still try to get to the Commission of Sport in Kogi. We'll try and reach out to you, sir, and try to get what the position is. With this, not with this two
the
teams.
official position.
Official position is right there.
During the course of the week, we had an official position put out on the disbandment of the team.
Yes.
But right now, we see Kogi United go to play.
Yes.
So we need to understand what exactly is the position of the team, what exactly is going on, and how they have been able to resolve the issues.
Whether it has been resolved, whether ownership has been given. You understand? No. So,
there's no way
insurance. We're talking about insurance.
Okay.
At a point, insurance was owned by the state government.
Yes.
Then the insurance now reverted to a personal ownership. Yeah. While the state government was still funding insurance.
Was that official?
It was officially done. It was done. It was reverted. It was registered. I don't know whether the
registration was not done officially.
But it was registered on CAC and to a personal ownership. And after that, the thing came back to the state government.
Same as happened with Osun United.
Osun United. You remember when, of course, we spoke with the commissioner here and he said, we just have to be sure that if we are funding, we are the owners of what we are funding. Exactly. Because you see, at that time, at a point in insurance, we talk about income and expenditure.
Yeah.
Expenditure are all coming from government. Income all going to a private pocket. If you sell players, you go to private. Anytime, you understand that when they spend money, the government is bringing budget. There's always budget. That budget is just go, and then the government does not come, income and expenditure thing. So, but let's see what is happening. That is NNL, and then let's go to the MPFL. What United is doing so well at, sometimes we wonder maybe the presence of one man, would have necessitated that change. But of course, it can be a catalyst. But there has to be a system for you to say, okay, this is where what the fire you are stoking to make it get to where it is going. But before we talk about Kwara United and then at the top of the log, this is part of the challenges that the teams face when they're on the way. Wiki tourists on their way they were going to Akwa Ibom to go and play Dakar FC. And on the way, I think they said the tires of the car, something happened and it rammed them and the thing caught fire. Let us take a tweet of one of their players, Idabara Moses. Let us take his tweet and see, because he tweeted twice. It took Plateau United, heard about it. Okay, this is it.
This happened this morning at Awa and Kibo on our way to Akwa Ibom for a match against Dakar on Saturday. We lost 2 tires before the bus eventually caught fire. Thank God for delivering us. No life was lost. No one was injured. All glory to God. Damala promised Ezekiel.
That is
23. It. Then glory to God.
Yeah.
Finally back home in Bauchi with heart full of gratitude to God Almighty for his mercy and mighty deliverance. A big kudos to our great rivals at Plateau United for giving us that bus to take us back home.
Can we see? I think that there was the boss of. If it's possible, we can get pictures. No, pictures of this is of Bonnie boss. The boss of the Plateau United. Probably in the course of this, we can get the Plateau United have to send their boss. Send their team
solidarity
to go and
the
bring.
best level ever.
That is what we talk about oneness. I talk about Nigerianness. That is what we talk about extended family. Sometimes we talk about this in Nigeria. People don't understand.
They don't understand the concept.
Understand it.
Exactly. And I think it's very commendable coming from Plateau United. This is something. I think they were on their way and they had to order their own boss to take them back. And I think that is something that we have to commend. That's what we say. There are times when they do certain things, we criticize, we come here, we say the way it is. But when they have done something commendable, we come here, we put it on the table.
All praises to Plateau United. I mean, this is when you say this is your brother's keeper. Forget the unfair advice. And look at what he said. He said inspire. You understand? He said our great rivals. You understand? He said a big kudos to our great rivals.
What makes them they're not far away from each other.
I tell you this, humanity knows that is Plateau United football. That is the boss they used to go there to go and and ferry the players of Wiki tourists of Bauchi back to their base. Took care of them. They got back safely, and probably that match will have to be rearranged and they let us know when it's going to be played. But we are saying kudos, using the words of Francis, kudos to Plateau United, kudos to the management of Plateau United, and then we hope that, yes, we'll be checking our bosses. So sometimes, of course, you got flat tires can happen to anybody, anywhere, but let us look at probably before we go. Maybe if we are changing tires, everything is money. And football in Nigeria is expensive and it's not lucrative.
Well, everywhere.
For now.
Ken,
yes.
Ken, I think this still brings back the conversation of having regional football if possible. I mean, to cut short all this brouhaha that has got to do with expensive long trips and all that. It's expensive, by road. Now that they have not been able to get airline sponsors, then I think that as much as possible, let's have like a conference, A conference, B conference, Northern conference, or whatever you name it.
Even this accident happened right there. It's not that they've not gone too far.
They have not gone too far.
Because even if they are playing together, they'll be in the same group. Probably Para United, where Plateau United, and so you sit between the middle belt. You understand? So when it happens, sometimes even within the city, you can have a flat tire.
Yeah. So the need for safety measures always
have to be put in place. Okay. My brother says we can open the lines now. You can join the conversation and be part of this talk because it is ongoing. The other talk we want to talk about here before we look at the league is the CAF Champions Confederation Cup between Enyimba and Rivers United. The first leg was played last week. Enyimba won 1-0. And the return leg today. But
during the week,
to our surprise from what we are reading and the response from Chris Green, who is the chairman of Rivers United, they said Enyimba, the chairman of Enyimba, wrote to CAF and said Rivers United are planning to use thugs to intimidate them. Now, CAF have now I said this match is now a high-risk match.
Game, yeah.
I tell you this. And I think from the chairman of Rivers, and I said he's disappointed because he expected if there is anything.
I mean,
all of us were all members of the same FA team.
I think the bad blood that emanated from the way the slot had been handed over to Enyimba the other time. But I think that most importantly, you look at what the chief has done, Felix Ayansi. I think it's condemnable, totally, because we are talking about a game that is being played in Nigeria. We are talking about a game that at the end of the day, it's not going to be we're not going to have two slots eventually. We're just going to have one slot.
Yes.
Anyone that comes out is the Nigerian club. So why are we being too desperate about this?
Let's go to Akwa Ibom. Hello. Okay. I would love to call.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, guys.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. Ken.
Yes, go on.
The name of the lady you are trying to remember from Australia is Kathy Freeman.
Captain.
Kathy Freeman.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. And I want to talk about Naomi and Serena, that you guys just talked about some people were angry. But I was so happy. That
you were happy.
Naomi,
can we up the volume a bit?
Yes, I was happy that Naomi defeated Serena. Serena used to be my favorite. I used to admire Serena.
Now, I'm not laughing again. I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you, but I'm not laughing. Go on.
That one concerns you. So Serena used to be my favorite until I think 2017 when she demonized the blacks. I think you guys should go and listen to the interview she granted and demonized the black guys. I don't know what happened. Maybe one black guy broke her heart and she now generalized the whole thing. And so that was the day my respect and admiration for Serena ended. And about our CAF Champions League between Enyimba and Rivers United, I want to believe that what is happening or what happened, especially Senya and Thiago and whatever he said or did is, well, let me not say peculiar to some people in Nigeria or some sports administrators, but I hope everything will be sorted out and they have a good game. And
exactly.
The best team.
Thank you very much. It's a brotherly encounter between both teams, and they are representing Nigeria. Whichever one goes through. Of course, I know that progressing to the elite stage.
It's a big deal.
We hear so many times disrepute, bringing disrepute for our football. I don't think there's any other level of disrepute that you could have brought to the game than putting out that kind of statement that your rival club in the same country is planning. Planning the use of thugs.
That's loud.
I think it's unfortunate. Planning, and you have the details of the plans.
It's unfortunate.
You see them conversing, and I just want to believe. No, Jimmy.
You can see all is fair in love and war.
I want to believe this is not true. In fact, I still want to believe it is not true. Jimmy, I want to believe it is not true.
But Ken.
Yeah, I want to believe it's not true.
Your belief is your belief.
Yes.
So that you don't talk about transition, whether it's... But Ken, honestly, we could say all is fair in love and war.
Yeah.
But this is he's gone way beyond whatever anybody could have imagined. Like you said, it's hard to believe that.
Within the same
No, I said, I don't want to believe this is true. I've just said it now.
It's your belief. I think.
Yes, I don't want to believe it's true. Okay, let's go to Europe. Let's go to Europe. It's happening right there in Europe. Let's start with England. What's happened in England, because we can also see. But I want us to see the top 4, top 5. If it is, let us see how the team is here, because there is that is the top.
Manchester City 56.
10 points.
I would have said closely followed.
No closely.
Not closely anymore.
Close at all.
Manchester United and Manchester Leicester City on 46 points.
We are only seeing that. We are seeing 4 teams. It's like the other ones are not. I don't know.
No, something that can be.
Okay, so the 4 teams are City, United, Leicester, and
Chelsea.
So effectively, you don't have Liverpool there. You don't have Tottenham there. You don't have Arsenal there.
Why are you asking? You see, why are you mentioning?
Arsenal is a big team.
No, you've not mentioned West Ham. You've not mentioned Aston Villa.
You are mentioning West Ham before Arsenal.
No, at the moment, yes.
Do you want us to show? Do you want us to have the whole league? No, let us have the table. If that is what you are talking about.
Let's not forget Aston Villa did a job over Arsenal this season.
No, it's not only Aston Villa. It's not Aston Villa. I think we were Wolves also did a double. Okay, let's go to Sapele. Ruben. Ruben is one of my favorite callers. Hello, Ruben.
Mr. Ken, good afternoon.
How are you, Ruben? You are calm today.
Yes, I'm calm. I'm always calm.
You're always calm.
Yes, I'm always calm, but I will speak the truth.
You speak the truth?
Yes.
Okay, let's hear the truth from you.
I saw the boss you just showed now.
Yes.
It is very sad. Doesn't mean that these are our clubs we have. Are they not state-sponsored? Can we have good Marco Polo buses that carry players from one state to
another? Yes.
At least, even if they don't have, each team was supposed to have at least 2 standard buses. 2 standard buses for such trip. Our roads are terrible. And we'll go with one bus. I don't think Plateau United was not magnanimous enough or not generous enough to send bus. So they would have been stranded there and good enough to come and attack those players.
Exactly.
And we call them our host celebrity. It's so sad. I think the authorities, the NFF, they should look at this. It's not good, because if we are talking of training young kids, young stars, at least they should be seeing that the ones over here at home here, they are treated well, even when they want to apply their trade abroad. They can start here with our local clubs. But when things like this happen, they watch it on TV. It's not good.
It's not encouraging at all.
Yeah. Yes, we don't show our games on TV, and yet this is happening. It's disheartening. It's disheartening. But I want to say, I don't know what's happening to Tottenham Hotspur. I don't know. I don't know what's happening to
Ruben, which one is your club first?
He's a great Mourinho fan.
Ruben, which one is your club?
I stopped being a fan of it. I'm just a follower of Cristiano Ronaldo.
Okay, I know. Before you stopped.
And Jose Mourinho, anywhere they go,
He's a Mourinho fan. You should have known.
Anywhere Mourinho goes. Anywhere Mourinho goes. Don't worry. Now I'll be looking out for you. And I know anywhere Mourinho goes. When I go win tire.
People who put their hands to Arsenal and they get defeated all the time.
If you're a Mourinho fan, you don't get mad to talk to Arsenal. You don't. They are better. What is the difference between Arsenal and Mourinho now? What is the difference? 10 and 10, 10 and 9, I'll be 10 and 8.
Don't worry, we will see at the end of the season. I will tell you the difference.
Thank you very much, Ruben. Thank you. It's always a pleasure when we hear from you.
Ken, we don't have club culture. Because if we do have club culture...
I want to talk about what he said. I want to take you from there. He's talking about, like, these Marco Polo buses.
Yes.
I mean, is it too much if the state government... I know some clubs do have something that is of that, you know, but we're saying all the clubs, just which I want you to take it from there. Like, okay, when you are inspecting the ground, you always go inspect the pitches and inspect other things. And you want to inspect it, they have, you know, an ambulance, they have, you know, how many physiotherapists they have, how many on ground. You don't also inspect the buses they use in traveling.
Ken, if proper structures were to be put in place, we will not be playing any league football in Nigeria.
But we have to play.
But we do have to play, and that's why we are playing. But I'm saying if proper structures, if we needed to enforce all the regulations, because we are talking about medical, we are talking about best standard practice, we are talking about having even an academy that should feed the clubs. Because we are supposed to be talking about club business.
Jimmy, you are talking as if it is not this same league that Moses Paco and Business Lions
How
play.
many years
it's
ago?
Not, who know, if they could play then, if they could travel then, if they could do... we were talking about, we're talking about the late Joe Rico. When we're talking about him carrying Julius Berger, you know, to go to Anambra, to go and play Gabros, to go and play Vipers, to go, you know, whatever it is. Is it not the same rule?
Okay.
The
way Taju Diso and co left the shores of the country to play football via scholarship is still existing till date. But right now, within our structure, we have almost nothing working. The grassroots game is not working, and as such, how do you expect all these things to work? Because we don't value what we have. Our club business, the normal football business through the clubs, is not working. Even when the money is coming, you are not able to account for it. So what are we talking about?
It's income and expenditure. it depends. It depends.
You don't have to go back to that.
No, it depends on where you are, what end that you belong to.
Are you spending?
We want to go on a short break. When we come back, we'll ask you whether you are on the part of income or the part of expenditure. Stay with us. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, Ken.
Good afternoon. Please, can you raise your voice a bit? Can you raise your volume?
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
We are fine. We're fine.
Oh, okay. My comment is based on Nigerian league. Sorry. Who is powering Nigerian league and who is powering the MLS? But we never say if nobody is powering them. They are doing for us, but they are not being able to see that who is powering the Nigerian league. And again, it's pertaining to our sport safety for the league. I think maybe on Thursday or Friday, I don't know if they have a company maybe bands or whatever on the road from Adamawa to Lagos at Ore. But the thing I don't understand is what the Adamawa doing in Ore. And someone that's coming from only from northeast, not following Ore down to Lagos. I mean, either we're able to follow the Abuja down to Ondo State, Ondo to Akure down to Lagos, down to Ibadan. You have to understand. I mean, for the safety and for the distance, the distance is too much. Someone that comes from the northeast down to the
south.
You understand? And again, if they want to move, they will move the area. Not maybe far, maybe at night or maybe early in the morning. Because you don't confident. And my second point that who is powering our Nigerian professional league, our NNA, you have a comment. They show what is going on. Because they show it on maybe on national TV or maybe on the application, on the app, they are saying what is on things. Because what is going on in other countries? You want to see. That's my comment. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. I think basically,
Baba Jebu is his sponsor.
They have their sponsors.
Yeah.
They have their sponsors. Flying is a bit costly.
Little known information.
Flying is a bit costly, but then you are flying the team maybe once or twice in a week.
Yeah.
So you are saying, okay, fine, you're going to fly them 19 times, but they're going to play, if it is too far, probably maximum of 19 times in a season.
Full season.
And then so, I mean, I know there are some, there are I think Aqua United has an,
I think they had an arrangement. I'm not
Aqua
sure.
United
At
has
a point in time,
a sponsor, which is one, I think the Aqua Ibom Air or something.
Air, yes,
I think there are some of them that has this, relationship with whatever. So which they can. So some of these arrangements can be made. But the thing is, like, of course, we are coming out of the COVID season. These things have not been there before. Probably all the arrangements that would have, they would have made are not there. I'm not trying to give excuses, but I'm only saying that, like what he's saying, is it possible for them to fly? It's not as if when you fly, you don't have accident or whatever, but it's a bit safer and a bit shorter. And then the risk of you get accident, your tire got burst, you are attacked by hoodlums and stuff like that. And the road is the risk. You have to look at those, put in those risk factors. Compare them to how much it's going to cost you. So let's go. We're talking about the English League. Okay, we are back to Lagos here, and Kazim is on here. Hello, Kazim.
Hello, Ken. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Kazim. How are you?
How are you? I'm fine. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday.
My regards to those who are in the studio.
Yeah, thank you.
Please, I was disappointed with the comment of the Heyimba. I am so disappointed in Nigerian football that Heyimba will make such a statement that they are going to be attacked by Rivers United. The same club, they are playing in the same country. And Heyimba makes that kind of...
Well, like I said, I still want to believe it is true.
Yeah, I had it this morning. I had it myself this morning, and I was so disappointed. For Heyimba, a big club like Heyimba to make such a statement, it's so disappointed. Honestly speaking, I'm not happy with them. I'm an MSN supporter, but for them to make that such statement, no, I won't allow that. It's not done. The NPFL should give them a fine.
Ken.
Okay.
Anybody that makes such a statement should just give me a fine for that kind of thing. And secondly, I want to ask, what is the result of the Real Madrid yesterday, please? I don't know the result.
1-0.
They won 1-0.
Yeah.
They won 1-0.
Yeah. They are second. They are top. I think they are second on the log now. Second on the log.
Okay.
They are 50 points.
Thank you.
Yeah. We'll take the EPL with the La Liga table now, so you see it.
Okay.
All right.
Ken,
Thank you, Kazim.
The damning quietude of the LMC as regards this issue. I mean, they should have taken a step, making an official statement quickly, swiftly on the issue. So we take this.
Real Betis 1-0 against Tafe by losing away from home against Elche by 1-0. Atletico Madrid finally. Finally dropping points.
It happened to Atletico, it happened to Liverpool, it happened to Bayern.
Very good.
Are you talking about tickets?
I don't know.
We're talking about the top
Ticket
teams. The top teams losing
And then the Real Liga,
Valencia and 2-0.
Okay, so let's see. Can we see the fixture and the log?
Yeah.
Okay.
Atletico Madrid currently still top in after 23 games.
Yeah, a game in hand.
Exactly, we still a game in hand. Real Madrid after playing 24 games.
So, Kazim, I hope you are seeing this now.
Barcelona, a team that doesn't seem to...
Barcelona has two matches in hand. If they win those two matches, they will also go to 52.
They're going to be playing Cadiz later today. Cadiz came on the official Twitter handle and said that if you retweet this tweet, they beat Barcelona, they will follow everybody. That's how
okay, so I'm going to retweet it.
Okay, why? That's said that we'll be hosting the Deportivo Alaves, Canada will be visiting Huesca. Let's go Bilbao and be hosting Villarreal, and Osasuna.
That was Osasuna. I don't know. You think they are somewhere, but they are doing wonders these days. But Sevilla too, okay.
The team that just caused problems.
They just caused out of nowhere. Huesca was doing well. Suddenly they are, Granada went away. They won during the midweek.
I
know. Okay, no, they won at. They defeated which team? They defeated, I think, an Italian Europa League.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is it. That is for that. Let us go to, if we can have the Bundesliga table and the results. I know Bayern also, have it. Yesterday it was something else too. Bayern, they chopped it. All right?
Okay. Wolfsburg defeated Amiens by 3-0.
Stuttgart.
Losing at home against Stuttgart. Mönchengladbach losing at home against Mainz, and Bayern Munich dropping points.
And Frankfurt, they are team in form, so it's not.
Yeah, you can't. But then they're going to be Bayern and the plethora of stars that they have.
After equaling Barcelona's 6 trophies.
Yeah, exactly. And then finally losing, and Freiburg losing at home to Union Berlin. And Borussia Dortmund led by a man that is on fire.
Yeah.
About Erling Haaland.
Two beautiful goals. Even Jadon Sancho also did assist and scored there.
Yeah, so Augsburg will be taking on Leverkusen, Hertha Berlin will be hosting RB Leipzig.
And Hoffenheim will be taking Werder Bremen. Okay. Yesterday that loss, I think that was the 60th match of Flick in charge of Bayern Munich. Yeah. And that was his 6th loss, the 6th time he has lost. Some people have lost, some teams have lost 10 times.
His ratio is just...
That is 10%. Yeah, exactly. 10% loss, just 10%. He has played, he has coached there, he has managed 60 matches and lost. I think we've
not dwelled enough on the fact that Liverpool lost for the first time against Everton at home in 1999.
Since 1999, we said it here.
And then Jamie Carragher now coming out and saying that enough of the Virgil van Dijk excuses. Yeah. And then he now made me go back and do a little bit of research. Manchester United had the invincible season. In 1999 when they went on to win the treble winning season. Okay, we have a call.
Let's go to Abuja. Who's there? Regina. Hello, Gina.
Yes. Put LD. LD is Reginald.
Okay, Reginald. Okay, okay, Regina plus LD.
Thank you, my brother.
Let's hear you.
Mr. Ken, how are you?
I'm fine, no. I'm fine. You can see now, I'm fine. Because somebody... Are you still there?
Your laughter is very, very facetious.
The line is not there.
Please, I want to ask you, you have not said anything concerning why Desire Opera was dropped from the Super Falcons team.
You didn't watch...
last week.
We said it last week. When we started the show today, we said it again. We said it.
I'm just coming back from church because I just came in and tuned your station.
Okay.
Yeah. So what actually happened?
They didn't invite her. They didn't invite her. So that is what happened. But we are saying that she is in form.
Yes.
She has a club. She's been playing consistently for a club. She's been playing for Big Cap in the past 6 seasons right there in France. Yes. She just moved to Dijon, one of the top teams in France. Yeah. She's playing apart from probably Asisa Toshuala, maybe, and Rashidat, who is in Atletico Madrid. I don't think players who are there are playing in a better club than the club she's playing in. So her not being in form is not an excuse that anybody can take. She has been victimized because she spoke for the team as the captain of the team. Yes, and like we said, this didn't happen to Shegun Odegbami. It happened to Stephen Keshi. It happened to Sunday Olise, to Finidi George, to whoever. We can't keep on chopping the head and neck of our captains, of our leaders, just because they are speaking for the team. You can't cow them, and this is not right. Thank you.
We talked about it last week.
Yeah.
What we saw and what we still see is vindictiveness. I don't think there's any other word for it.
There is no word about that. There's nothing you can think about it. So, and then you went out on our tweet that if let her be working harder.
I don't know what she is. After how many years?
We have players who are clubless.
Of dedication to the cause.
In the team you invited, we have players who have not played for a club in the last 1 year.
She actually said all those things
on her Twitter. People can take that tweet that she tweeted again. You now said she should go. If she's working harder, the coaches will see her and pick her. Did she drop form?
No.
The person you are picking, is it better than her? I mean,
she had been consistent for years.
This is just. See, we expect the leadership of the FA to kind of transcend above certain pegs.
When they don't communicate at the right time, and they eventually do, they probably will not say the right things. How can you say Desire Okwanos, after how many years of service to the country, after a forming club, which we all know about.
In fact, she even scored in the same weekend. He said you should score. She should work harder. She's playing against Lyon, the best female team in the world. That is the thing she plays against.
Some players have been caught up with Super Eagles
out
because they are prospects.
The PSG team, the Lyon team, among the top 5 teams in the female team in the world. She plays against them week in, week out. And you're saying
they are working towards
those
who
are training at one primary school field. There are things that are they are not just there. We should not.
It is I was talking about how Manchester United won the treble in 1999.
Yes.
And they still went on to win the league again in 2000. And then Jabstam picked up an injury. At that point in time, Jabstam was, if not the best defender in the world. Manchester United, even with their best player out, still went on again to win it. So I
think we may be a little bit unfair because at the end of the day, the inference you are trying to draw out is okay. Maybe club should have done a lot more better, even with VVD out. But I think that
those fixtures.
West Ham United will be playing against Tottenham Hotspur.
I would love that match.
Leicester City will be away at Aston Villa. Arsenal will be hosting Manchester
That's
City.
Another interesting game.
Interesting game.
Yeah,
the Master
I will watch that match with a glass of.
Manchester United will be playing against another United. I don't know whether Manchester United is actually United or is Newcastle that is actually United.
Yes, we shall know.
Brighton will be playing against Crystal Palace.
Yeah. Someone said that every time Kevin De Bruyne gets injured, he always returns back against Arsenal. I think it's a sight to behold.
Let's see. It's a master of apprentice. Arsenal has not defeated Manchester United. At least they've won 9. Man City has won 9 in a row against Arsenal in the league. I don't know if this
Ken, just... You love those stats.
No, I love stats.
No, it is what it is.
We are going.
Well, I think my Sunday will be made if Arsenal does defeat Manchester City. Okay. I think I see it coming.
You saw it coming. We shall know what I
don't know.
You don't know.
I think he's dreaming. But then again, you can still go on and follow Huesca.
All right.
Because they cannot defeat Barcelona.
I can follow Huesca, I can follow Arsenal. I'm Ken Ochenago. And let's hope that, yes, our sport keeps gingering. Nigeria gets better. Have a wonderful Sunday.